Hi everyone. So the mixed media paper that I did the other day, I cut it up into the ICAD size index cards, and they turned out really nice. So here's how they kind of turned out. I haven't finished this one insofar as I'm not happy with how that looks in the middle. I think it needs a button, but I haven't stopped long enough to go look for a button. So this right here is a cluster. A cluster can contain 3 or more little layers, and I need to make sure I'm in shot here. So this one has the music sheet, hymnal music sheet, a little fluff, a piece of black ribbon, and a piece of lace that has those colors in it. And I tried to look for ephemera that kind of blended. I didn't want anything to contrast in an ugly way, but I just looked for things that went with this. So so that's how I started on that one. I have a bunch of ribbon. This is one sack of it, and this is a part of it that's orange. So as I was looking through my things, it kind of goes, and I don't know, maybe that middle is missing something like that orange. So I'm going to think about that. That makes it really really layered, and that's okay with me. I think they look pretty that way. So I might cut that up and do that. So I'm gonna set this one aside for now because it still needs the sentiment. I haven't signed it and dated it, and this paper that I use turns out to be pretty flimsy. So I may put Mod Podge on the back, but I'd like to cover that. So I think I might use some kind of this kind of card is really nice for things like that. So I may do that. So here are the things that I chose from. I was looking at these ribbons. These are pieces of lace and ribbon and beads and all kinds of things that that Elizabeth Brewer sent me when I ordered from her lace, the things that she sold from her lace bits, snippets and bits. So, you know, she sent out all kinds of things that are just beautiful, that are perfect for this kind of cluster type thing. Also for embellishing, you know, the edges of pages and journals. Just look at these. These are so pretty. So pretty. This lace is purple, and it's very similar to, it is exactly like, I think, no, this one has a different flower on it, blue, green, you could use any of these. I should say I'll be using a lot of these for the ICADs for 218 because these are you know, like the clusters. They've been really popular this year and a lot of people have been using them, and I think they're just very fun. So here are my cards. A little extra music paper there. I put everything together in this little box lid, shoebox lid, so that I could just carry it around together. And I even put a little thing of flowers. With the flowers, you can just kind of flatten them down. They don't have to stay that high up. Okay, so I'm just going to set this over here for a moment. And these are this is how these turned out. So I guess I could go this way. They all look pretty much the same. This would be the edge. This one's outstanding to me. I really like this one too. I think those that had this flower in the middle, although it gets lost in all of the background here, I like that the flower showed up in a lot of these, like this one. Now I'll be edging these, so, but you can see, I don't know, they're kind of flimsy, I would say. So I think I need to back them with some of this board that I've got around here. So when you cut them up, they really look pretty as backgrounds. So I'm just going to, I'm going to choose one of these. One of these, not that one. Maybe this one. So when I look at the colors on this one, I have this blue, a darker blue. This is the salmon. I have a darker orange, some little bit of pinks and purples over here in the corner, and a wee bit of red. So I could choose to bring out any of those colors and you know, make them show up a little bit more. And I don't know how anybody else does this, but the way that I do it, I don't get involved in color theory and all that. You need to know color theory just only because the color wheel is helpful on matching colors. But to me, this green does not go with anything else on here. So it's just how it looks to me. So I would not want to use that. So I think I'm going to go back to some of these other colors. Oh, don't tell me. I left my scissors at the table. As usual. Nothing else has changed. These are getting dull, as you can tell. have another pair of scissors that I've been carrying in my purse. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. They ended up in my purse and I did not take them out. That's why. So there's that. And then I'm not sure if that will go. I don't think that's going to go here very well. So I'll save that for another one. When you make a background on your painty paper with all different colors, it's really neat because you can use all different colors on it. So here's this one that I really love. If there were more of this color down here, this might go. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. So I think I'll just put one of those on there. And with the clusters, just the smallest amount will do. And you'll want to lay them crosswise with each other so that they come out and show. So that's 3. Just for me, I would want to put more on there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's what I really want to do. But I think I'll just put the music paper down. And I'm just going to tear a small circle. Kind of using my finger now. And then I'm just gonna kind of scrunch it up so that it looks a bit tattered, or you could say a bit flowerish. And that needs a little more taken off, I think. And then over here I have some jewels, some gems, and many things that I haven't done. The second page for Karen bought, and that's what I want to do, is a second page for her. And I just want to look through this for a second at the little gems and such. She has so many. She had sent me so many, and they're just beautiful. Let's see here. I don't know if the blue would be too much. This is a brad. That will look cute. Cute. These are wonderful that she gave me. There's a little heart that I punched. No hearts, not right now. Let's see what else we've got. These are flat back gems. Not bad. I always have a hard time choosing. That's just the way it is. Ooh, these are so pretty. I want to save those for a journal though. Okay. Well, let me see here. Hands down, the winner is a shade of blue or the Blue Star Brad. And if it's the Blue Star Brad, I will need to make a hole in between it all. And you know, you can keep in mind that you don't have to do this with a brad. You can do it with the way that I did this other one. I stapled it. I used one staple. I tried my best to use one staple so that I wouldn't have all these bulky staples in it. And that worked. So this brad is going to need a little, I guess it went through. Okay. So there we go on that. I don't know. All this bling, it doesn't go along with grunge exactly. And I do love grunge. Okay. I'm going to set those aside for a moment. So then I would want to go over the edges. From front to back, like that. And then if I could just immediately find my Stabilo All, that would be extremely helpful. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe not. Okay, I'll just cut this out. This says, make joy a priority. Now I can still use that image for something, but it's too big. To me, it's too big for one of these cards unless I made it part of the background. And I'm going to want to cut off more of that light blue. Another thing I used on this one, you may be able to see, are the Crayola metallic markers, and I just think they're beautiful. They don't scream out metallic marker, but if you look really close, you'll be able to see some of the different designs I made on there. So I use these two colors. And I'm not sure if I'm going to want. That really took up a lot of space on this. From now on, I'm going to have to look for smaller sentiments. I like the sentiment. It's just kind of dulls down the card as a whole. So this is champagne, slick silver, slick. So it's slick. Okay, I'm just gonna make some broken lines. On two sides. Doesn't take a lot. And then I really like how this looks. This is cobalt blue, and I'm just going to put it over some of these other colors. And what it does is it gives it depth. I really like that. So I just found them at the grocery stores. I don't know. I think the grocery store, and it's 8 shimmery colors. And I took out 2. Maybe this other one would look nice too. This one is called Gold Ingot. Two or three little scrolls. That one's a little bit too much, but I'll just leave it. Okay, there we go. So that's, these are the ways that I'm making, using clusters to embellish the index cards that I made. And I'm going to make another whole set. sometimes these sets that I make, these are ATC size. You can tell they're so much smaller. But these are, this is a background that I made on a mixed media mashup. So this is what you can do with your mixed media mashup card papers. They just make great painty papers. And I wish they were ICs, index cards. Okay. Thank you for watching. I really love all my new people. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I will talk to you later.